Welcome back to my Rhodes vlog. I think we're on full day 3 today. Bit of a weird day because last night there was an earthquake that was quite long. It was felt worse in Turkey though than here. But yes, I think people are a little on edge, but I'm not sure that there's been any damage or injuries reported in Rhodes. But yeah, so today we're just going to have a chilled beach day. I've got on my little Uniqlo shirt, some shorts sort of from Primark from ages ago, and yeah, we're just going to see how it goes. We have come to Sambika Beach. We're just at Ramal Beach Bar and Restaurant, but look at the view. There's like a DJ here as well, so hopefully you can hear me. But the food is just real nice, kind of beach snack vibes, and then they've got main meals as well. But the pièce de résistance is these Yaya lemonades. They're so nice, and I'm going for the green apple with pomegranate one. Yes, very excited, and then we're going to go sunbathe on one of those lounges out there. We're going for some dinner in Roadstown, and this is the outfit of the day. Just it's very windy. This is the outfit of the day, just a long green maxi dress, kind of to help shield off from the wind. Little brown bag and brown sandals. Not the best colour match in the world, but we're running with it. Welcome back. It is day 4, well, full day 4, and today it's really warm, and we've made the mistake of saying that we're going to go to Lindos, which is even hotter than the area that we're in now. So we'll see how that goes. I've got a little halter neck top on, matching shorts. We're going to go get a coffee and head off to Lindos. Got ourselves a little iced coffee and a sandwich, and we are off to Lindos. The drive to Lindos, although a little bit long, has some beautiful scenes. Scenes? I don't know, but also when we're
it's nice that you're figuring this out with your people.
With my viewers, all 3 of them. Hello! But yes, it's when we're going past boulders and goats and twisty roads that I'm glad I'm not driving. Wow, look at that. Hopefully the window's clean and you can see. But yes, these are the boulders that can fall down, but they have loads of netting, so it's all good. Well, apparently it's chainmail, according to Nick. It's keeping boulders back, okay? All about the safety. But yeah, it's just a beautiful drive. This is the top here where there is a car park and where the bus will drop you off. So there is a walk down actually into Lindos. There's also an ice bar up here. It's very cold, obviously. So this is a top part where if you get the bus, you'll get dropped off over there, and you do have to walk down, which also means you have to walk back up. And there is an ice bar there. We're just going to follow this little buggy down. I do think there is some sort of shuttle service that will take you down, but you're probably more likely going to be like these guys walking up and down. If you're in a car like we are, there is car parking on the way down and one at the bottom as well, but it is paid for parking. Lindos is very busy, it's really popular, but it is absolutely lovely. Would definitely recommend coming. Just be prepared that you might have a hot walk or a bit of a squish drive. As you can see, we're just kind of having to work with the other drivers so we can all fit down the road, because obviously when Lindos was built there was not a bazillion cars coming up and down every day. One of my favourite YouTubers that I watch, they go to Disney and Universal a lot, and one of their favourite sayings is make sure that you have your patient pants on. Lindos is definitely a place to have your patient pants on. Everyone wants to be doing the same thing as you are, so you just have to sit it out a little bit really, and there are some traffic wardens pointing you where to go, and if you're walking it's pretty clear where to go as well. We are on the beach now in Lindos, and you can just sit on the sand, but there are these umbrellas. You can see the Acropolis just up there. The umbrellas are €20 for 2 people, and you get given one of these little wristbands. So if you wanted to, say, go off and explore the Acropolis, you could just come back afterwards and they'd have another sunbed for you, so you don't have to pay twice. Basically, you can go off and do your own thing. But yeah, there is also space down the bottom as well. If you don't want to have a sun lounger, you can just pop your towel down at the bottom as well. All beaches in Rhodes are meant to have that. Some have more space than others. €20 for 2 sunbeds is pretty standard in Faliraki as well, so it's kind of what we were expecting. I was actually expecting it to be more expensive because it was Lindos, but yeah, and you can also order drinks and things usually to your sunbeds as well. We just got a sunbed because it is so hot. We just wanted a little bit of shade as well, which obviously you don't get if you are just sat at the bottom, unless you bring a parasol. I think, like a lot of people, Lindos is one of my favourite places on the island. I'm just sat here chilling in the shade, and I love the sea here because it's always just so still and calm. There are a lot of boats, so if you don't like kind of having boats around, then there's probably different beaches out there for you. Well, there definitely is different beaches out there for you. But yeah, it's always very calm here, and yeah, I really like it. Just building up the energy to, you know, take that stressful walk down to the sea now. So yeah, gonna get in the sea and cool down. We've just been to the beach down there, and now we are winding our way up through Lindos. It's a beautiful tree, and it is hot. We did look at the transfer, which is like a little buggy, but it was quite expensive to just kind of take us up to the town, so we're gonna walk it. Let's see if we regret that. All the buildings, this beautiful whitewash, and they just wind up to the top. Got tickled by a tree. This is one of the paths up to the Acropolis. Even though the other path is bigger, it is still a similar material, so definitely don't do what we're doing and do it in sliders. I'd recommend some more substantial shoes. We have made it to the top, and I am a very flushed pink colour, so yeah, bear that in mind when coming up to the top. It does get warm. So this is the Lindos Acropolis, and if you see here, there's actually a boat in the wall. You can see that boat there just sweeps through the rock, and there's extra information. This is a nice big bit of information about the Acropolis of Lindos. Bear in mind, it has got a lot more expensive since we last came. Obviously they are preserving a very, very old building, but it is €20 per person. Apparently that changed on the 1st of April, but just look at those views. But yeah, €20 per person, and when you get up here, you're not going to want to just climb back down after not seeing it, so just bear in mind that it is €20 a ticket. Also, if you're coming with children, keep an eye on them because there are some significant drops. It does say that on entry as well. And if you can make out, there's some little buildings all the way across there. That might even be a windmill, I'm not sure. An old windmill, obviously. But yeah, definitely keep an eye on kids and husbands if they like to wander off. We've got a nice breeze coming through now, and there are spots of shade, but it does get really hot up here. And that climb, it's not the longest climb in the world, but it is intense in the heat. It is obviously an ancient building as well, so don't do what we've done and come in sliders. We should know better as we've been before, but yeah, uneven ground, so some nice sturdy sandals or trainers is probably for the best. And there are lots and lots of steps when you get in as well, so it's a pretty strenuous tourist attraction, but it is stunning. Sorry if you can hear heavy breathing. Like I said, a lot of steps. Whew. You're greeted by this lovely archway. Oh. The archaic staircase. We are nearly at the very top. This is what you'll see a lot of pictures of. Give you a panoramic view of what I can see right now. There's lots of just ancient structures that you just kind of walk between, and obviously they expect that you give it just the respect it deserves, not climbing on top of things, and I think most people just do abide by that. But yeah, now we've just got to tackle these steps ahead. Going to give you a real time of climbing up these steps now, so if you hear heavy breathing, that is why, but I think these are the last steps before we get to the top. Oh, just a few more to go. Oh, I could do with a nice glass of cold water right now. Nearly there. Oh, and we are at the top. As you can see, there are other people here, but it's not hugely busy. Oh, look at that view. Here is some info on the Temple of Athena, one of the Greek gods. And it is mighty warm up here, Athena. Mighty warm. These are lots more buildings of Lindos, and we are going to a pizza restaurant down there somewhere. We've got to go all the way back down. Here's the other side of the Temple of Athena. Just imagine coming up and building this in this heat. I actually can't imagine. Well, I can. It would be very, very hot and very, very stressful. And we're coming up to the peak now.
There's a good pizza place somewhere in that vicinity there.
If you couldn't hear that, Nick just said there's a good pizza restaurant in the vicinity over there. And just down there, that lovely looking bay is St. Paul's Bay, where a lot of people come to get married. These blocks with the little feet in, they once had statues on them. Nick has just pointed out this fossil of a seashell. How cool. Nick's tiki drink is on fire, and then mine, can't remember what it was called, there's a little cup. Today we are at Rhodes Marina. Never been here before, but apparently there's a good brunch spot. There's some boats over there, proving it's the marina. Oh, and a car. Yes, Nick has heard good things, so we're going to go and have some brunch. We're going to be going here on the right. Over there you can see all the boats. Some very fancy boats. Very much out of our price range boats. Not that any boats are really in the price range, but brunches.
Looks nice.
Looks really nice. Just got back from the beach and I'm gonna have some little pittas with some tzatziki, obviously pre-dinner snack, and mini pittas to go with my mini prosecco. So dig into this, get ready, and then head out. We are on day 5 of the full days of the vlog, day 6 if you include travel day, I think. We've not done too much in the day. We've kind of had a walk around town, we've been on the beach, so we're just gonna have a nice little evening out. We are off out to my friend's Mexican restaurant, and the outfit of the day is kind of a mix and match Western vibe almost. So we have a little white pleather skirt from H&M, this top from last year, I think it was from Zara, but I thought the ties on the top worked well with the tie pockets on the skirt, and then a little brown bag and some brown Timberland sandals to go with it. I tried to wave my hair is very, very straight, so this will probably fall out before I even get to the restaurant. But the food is lovely, the drinks are lovely, everything is amazing, so I know that I'm going to have the best meal and get to catch up with some friends, so it'll be lovely. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, do what you gotta do, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.